Yo, YouTube, how's it going? I'm back with one of the final stages here of the Kilter Board Home Wall installation. Finally on the LED stage, and as you can see, it's lit up and it's doing its initial startup sequence there, and everything's working. I got it hooked up with my friends, and it wasn't too hard. You know, the LEDs just kind of follow the guide that we're about to go through, and it works out pretty well. And, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not that hard. The app does most of the work. You just got to connect it up and pop the LEDs in. Before we get into this video too deep, how about you check out this little reaction video my buddy Cole got of us turning the board on for the first time.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh. Oh.
Did it, dude!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Can you someone video this? Yeah. Yeah.
So you're just swiping through?
Yeah, just swipe, dude. What color do you want to do?
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Time for the LEDs. I was a little nervous about this step, but it's actually wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna do a link in the description for this file here, and you can kind of go over it. But it's really not too bad. It comes with some power plugs and this controller block. So that's what links to the phone. That's the big deal. You know, that's really what's doing all the cool stuff with the lights. The lights are just controlled by this. So you just plug into that, and it comes with this connector wire. It's two of them because there's two strands for every light, not one, because it's got to light the whole hold all the way around. So yeah, you got the power cord, and that just plugs into each strand, which has 100, and each strand has an input, and that's what plugs into this cord. And then it has an output, which plugs into the next 100, and then the next 100, and then there's 5 because it's 305 holds. And then you just run the power injection back to the controller box, and then you just plug it in the colors that it lines up with. There's a red and blue, and so yeah, you know, it's really not that bad. Plugging them in, if you do have a friend to help you kind of hold the lights and, you know, fish them out to you, that is helpful. And you can see here the box, and what you want to do is hook it up first, and you do need to kind of like this little screwdriver. I had it from fixing an old iPhone a long time ago, and I remembered I had one, so that was a lifesaver. But yeah, you need one of those, and you do 2 strands, right? And then you connect the other 2. Shows you where to line it up. It's pretty simple. You just stack them up, and then you want to test it. And I tested it by just lighting up the since it ends with up here, I just the last hold, because it starts in the bottom left, and you just string them up going up and down, up and down, up and down. So I just lit all these up, and it lit up correctly. So let's just look how I wired this, how it kind of all looks. So I built some little steps out of here with the 2x4s to go up and pop the wires in, but let's just show you how they kind of come. It's pretty easy. See, it's just got these little notches, and you just grab it on the sides and press it in, and that's about it. So we start with the bottom left hold, but from this view, bottom right, and you just string it up. And then you go down this row, and you go down, and then you go up. And the only thing I had to do is make these little notches right here, because the 2x6 is a little too tall for the wires. So I just cut some notches, not too hard. And sometimes they kind of pop out the LEDs, but you can tell you just need to work them in a little bit. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty easy. So it ends right up there at the very top, and I just made this little makeshift box, which I screwed in, and this is screwed in here, and that's it turned on. So it does this cool little prompt when it turns on. We'll see it. So there we go. All the lights. We could turn these down. It's got that cool little vintage sign from my dad and the dartboard up. So just doing the finishing touches here, and after climbing on the board for a night, I found some flex here on the right side of the wall. So I had to fix that by adding another stud here. I just did a 2x4 and I screwed it into the 2x6, and then we screwed in here to kind of make it more sturdy. And I did some cross joints as well. So we'll take a look at that. So I definitely want to keep the back open because the LEDs kind of pop out, and you definitely want to be able to, you know, get back here to service anything that breaks, or especially you can do some storage too. So that's nice. So just wanted to show you the stud. Just did a screw right through there to hold it in place, and then we did some screws along the side and then on the face of the panel. So all I had to do was pop out the LEDs up at the top and just hang them right down here so I could get these cross joints in without damaging any of the wires. But yeah, everything's functioning great and all done. Gonna have a little montage here of some of the first climbs for me and my friends and my wife. Hope you all enjoy, and we'll be back with a lot more Kilter Board climbing content here in the future.
Okay, John's going for the inaugural climb. I hope it's an on-site.
Yeah, dude. Nervous.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's so cool, dude. That feels like. It climbs so good.
Yeah.
The holds feel so good.
Here's my wife Anne crushing the board for her first time. Nice, Anne. Yeah, there you got it. It's good. Woo! Here we have the infamous Coach Cole from Giant Rock with his first climb on the board. Make sure to check out his channel. He's got some of the best climbing content out there. I'll have a link in the description.
Uh-oh, yeah. You legit, man.
Nice call. Yeah, buddy.
It's like the perfect, easy, hard bouldering. At least, especially compared. It's just feels good to do.
Yeah, call. You got it. It's good. Yeah, soft feet. Yeah, dude. Good. Next one's really good. Come on, coach. Yeah!
Come on.